Hello everyone. We are now on our second topic for our next exam, which is in your sim. That's week 4 to 5, and in your core syllabus after the integration of exponential functions. The next topic would be integrals involving inverse functions. So inverse trigonometric functions. So in your sim, it's already there. What you need to do is to read and understand what's in it. But this one is the objective of this lecture is for you to understand further about the inverse trigonometric functions integration. So here in the video is the summary of the integration of the inverse trigonometric functions. So if you can see here, so that's the arc sine. So this is read as arc sine, right? Sine -1 is arc sine. We also have cos -1 as arc cos, so this is the integration for that one, and so on and so forth. So just familiarize yourselves with the following, and additional lang, no? I can add something. For example, your a is not equal to 1, so if it's not equal to 1, then we can do this. Okay, so because if your a is just equivalent to 1, that's just arc sine u, no? It makes sense. But if that's equal to 1, then it's a. For example, that's 2, so arc sine u over 2 plus c. Okay, so just change 1 here. Um, just change 1 here to 2. So, for example, 2c a dito. So, maglalagay ka dito ng x over 2. Okay, so notice na here it's in terms of x and here it's in terms of u. So it's just the same. It depends upon the problem. Now let's go and look for some examples of the integrals involving uh, inverse trigonometric function. So let's start with number 1. Okay, so for number 1, we can simplify this function first. Hold on. So magiging, oops, sorry. Alright, so that's integral of dx all over the square root of 1 minus, this one we factor it out as 5x, then squared. What will happen is that it will be still the same here, right? So 5x squared, that's equivalent to 25x squared, right? So notice that we can already see that this is dx, or if you let this one as your u, so let's let 5x as u, then what's your du? That's 5 dx, right? So what will happen here is d over 5 is equal to dx. So here, if we are going to simplify or make this one in terms of u, now your dx would be d over 5 all over the square root of 1 minus your 5x is your u, then you have exponent squared here, so that's squared. Alright? What will happen with d over 5? So ilalabas natin si 1/5. Then that's du over square root of 1 minus u squared. So let's go back to the formulas involving inverse trigonometric function integrations. So remember, that's du over 1 minus u squared. So du over 1 minus u squared. Let's see. Du over 1 minus u squared. Notice that that is arc sine, right? So that's arc sine. So this one, or the integral of du over uh, 1 minus u squared is equivalent to arc sine. So 1/5 arc sine of u, which is 5x, plus c. Now this is your final answer. Oops, sorry. So, included sa box yung C, ha? Alright, sige, include na lang natin. Sorry. Plus C. Alright, so that is your final answer. Alright, let's go with number 2. So, for number 2, same thing, no? We need our analysis, we need our algebra expertise on how are we going to simplify the function to make it um, integrable. Tama bang word? Is there a word integrable? To make it kanang, yeah, it can be integrated. So for this one, if you can rewrite that one, so you can see that that's dx over x squared root of 16x squared minus 4. So it will look like somehow like this. Okay, it will look like somehow like this, kani, or this, kani, right? So, or this one. So, actually, these are the same. The difference is that this is negative cosecant and this is secant. So, let's use that one. So, our goal is to make the equation x squared of x squared minus 1. So, how do we do that? So, that would be x square root of. So, to make this one, to make your 1 into a, notice that this can be factorable. So, that would be 4 times 4x squared minus 1, right? So that's it. That's a simplified version of it. So also, square root of 4 is just equivalent to 2. So we can take it outside. So that would be 2x square root of 4x squared minus 1. All right. So it's still not it still cannot be integrated, right? What we need to do first is to simplify the function. So that's dx over 2x square root of, what should we do here? So here we can let this one as 2x squared. So that's 4x squared, right? The same. Minus 1 or 1 squared. That's just simply basically or equal to 1. And then you let your u as 2x du is equal to 2 dx. So your du over 2 is equal to dx. Okay, so let's make this function in terms of u. So that's du over 2 or dx, right? All over your 2x is u. Then this is u squared minus 1. Okay, we are successful. So we have made it into the arc sine na integration, right? So magiging 1 half, then du over u squared minus 1 square root, sorry, u squared minus 1. So what will happen here is that would be now equal to 1 half arc secant of u plus c. Or what is your, let's see, what is your u arc secant 2x plus c. Okay, so actually guys, you can write your answer arc sec, or no, you might get confused in other references. Arc secant is just equivalent to this one. So yeah, that's it. And that is your final answer. Alright, let's have the last example for inverse trigonometric functions. Let's have the integral of, I'm sorry, I forgot. The sign, the snake sign. There you go. The integral of t over t to the power of 4 plus 9. So first goal again in solving integrals involving the inverse trigonometric functions is that you are going to simplify first. So how to simplify this one? It will be t squared plus 3 squared. So notice that um, it is in the form of, wala siya square root, there's no square root, and it is plus, so that's automatically tan. So let's look for the integral of inverse trigonometric tan. So yeah, oi, this is minus. Hold on. Let me check which part should we use here. All right, here. So du over a squared plus u squared. So if you're going to derive this one in which our a is not equal to 1, so it will be still be the same. So we can use this one or this one. So we can use this one if our a is not equal to 1. Okay? So yeah, let's go back to the problem. All right. So let's let u is equal to t squared. Oops. So your du is equal to 2 dt. All right. So what will happen is our our dt is equal to du over equal to du over 2. So changing back this form into u, we can simply say that this is equivalent to, so your t dt, that's 2 t dt, right? So I forgot to put dt. So your t dt is d over 2, and t squared plus 3 squared, that is u squared, right? Plus 3 squared. Okay, so it's in the form of arctan, but the a is not equal to 1. So let's use again this one. All right, 1 over a arctan u over a plus c. 1 over a. So this is times, 1 over a arctan u over a plus c. So get let's change a into 3. So magiging 1/3 arctan. Your u is t squared here. T squared all over 3 plus c. So it will now be equivalent to 1 over 6, arctan t squared over 3 plus c. Now this is your final answer. Alright, so if you have any questions, I'll be posting this video in a forum format. You can reply there and put your questions, and maybe if I will answer it after after some time if I notice it. Alright, so thank you so much for listening and hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.